Shut up with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the whole day I had some business meetings to do.
Hey, Charlie, Ajo is a millionaire, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajo is officially a millionaire. I tell you, no, Charlie, no, but it be wicked. I mean, the fabric,
But let me pick them up. The general clothing.
Hey, the general clothing.
I'm going to do some kind.
I beg you, see, tell them that
the general clothing.
They can't be the general clothing without doing clothes for the general.
Charlie, whatever.
No, Charlie, no. Do the needful. Do the needful.
Whatever.
You can't be the general clothing without making clothes for the general.
Solid 8/10.
Absolutely. Tell them say I want the same color, different design.
I will tell them.
Yeah. So Charlie.
Yeah, we go promote them. My brand, solid guys.
Absolutely, the general clothing have. But Ajo really they look sweet.
Yeah, but it's because I can't come here not looking dapper.
No, you always look dapper. I mean, but today you're on a different level, innit?
When you have business meetings with big men, honorable men from the morning to the afternoon, and you have sports in the evening, you have to really, come here looking fly and dapper.
The King Ajo is looking jaw dropping. The King Ajo. Yeah. No, Charlie, no. Ajo is the most fun.
Alright, no bomb. Who's I'm
Ice.
Yeah, man.
Ice.
Big up some man dude.
Absolutely. Charlie, the King Ajo. Charlie Likem. Today you seem a bit subdued. Your Achimota school is not doing great in there.
I said, look at the maintenance at Achimota. Charlie,
right now.
I'm asking for this sports quiz too.
Charlie, right now, no.
Be like I am right.
No, right now, no. Make us show you the scores.
At the end of round one, you know they go back.
Charlie, they make Opokuai. So all those listening earlier on today, St. Augustine's College booked their place in the semi-final. So did in the final. Yeah. So did Infantipim. Infantipim as well. So the Cape Coast schools are showing some level in that regard. Luckily, the Medina Blue Boys are not in the race. They were eliminated. So there's not going to be any. So after the first round, Opokuai 23 points. Achimota School 14 points. Charlie Pesco, what are you doing in the quiz? 4 points.
Charlie.
But Charlie, do you think they can power from behind and come in?
Comeback is on. The comeback is on. Make we see. We will catch them at the true or false and riddles.
And then we go finish them. Problem of the day. I think in the last round, Achimota got a 10/10 in the problem of the day.
Yeah. Yesterday.
And Dante, why are you doing that? And that is school by now,
Pepe College.
And I will support you, Opokuai.
Let me support you with David. But I mean, I wanted.
If I know about I'll go Prempe.
I wanted Motown to qualify because I can't stand the Opusco boys. They are too noisy.
The Opokuai.
Yeah, we call them Opusco.
Oh, are they?
That was their name. You see, everybody's like that name where you have like Emmanuel, and the Emmanuel now says he's called Manuel.
Yeah.
So when they said initially they were Yas and Toa boys.
Oh.
And then we got Opokuai school. Now Opokuai school, they were like, okay, great Opusco. Then when they like kind of evolved, they felt. Nah, Opusco they any guy. So let's do it. I said no,
Opusco now. Oh, Charlie. So the science and maths quiz is on. Can we classify that as sports? Probably. But Charlie, the speed race is next for the Achimotans and the Pesco boys and Opokuai. Let's see if Achimota can make it into the final and win their third science and maths quiz. They've done it twice. In fact, the only mixed school to have won the competition, Achimota School. So, I mean, the legacy is on. Can they do something in this particular one? Or the Opusco boys?
Thank you very much.
Would get one over them. But Charlie and Dante is here as well. Charlie,
Adi, boss.
Everything Iron brother. Speaking patois, everything. Today early can be cool, small. I mean, what's happening, man? What's happening?
Just be. The weekend, there was so much stress over the weekend.
Who stressed you out, Elikem?
Like a lot of responsibilities here and there, personal. And see a girl left you,
Elikem, well, you're a young man. You've got to live your life, innit?
Yeah.
Right now,
I won't work plus.
You know they pay school fees where you do this thing.
I won't work plus. Just you go take me enter please. I will live life.
You don't have problem. We will enter Jubilee household.
Exactly. So I go. That way I don't day your back. So I go follow.
Oh, you don't have problem. You don't have problem. As we are about to launch into 1913 on the GMT, we're here on Sporty FM. Monday Night Sporty. If you've not joined the feed, tell a friend to tell a friend that the ultimate sporting experience is about to go live and go large. So join it if you don't want to miss out on anything from the weekend. We start off with news that's just trickling in about the FIFPRO 11. There have been very raging debates about who players decided would be in that 11. Goalkeeper was Donnarumma, Gianluigi Donnarumma. He played for Paris Saint-Germain at the time of assessment. He plays for Manchester City now. In the defense, we had Nuno Mendes, Virgil van Dijk, Ashraf Hakimi in there as well. Then we've got Vitinha, Pedri, Jude Bellingham, Cole Palmer. Then we've got Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappé, Lamine Yamal. These are the players that made it into the FIFPRO World 11. But there are notable absences. A lot of people are saying, why isn't a player like Raphinha in that list? Why isn't a player like Mohamed Salah in that list? The rages are going on and on and on. I'll start with you, the King of Joel.
Yeah. You have to come here first.
First of all, fair list voted by the players themselves.
Good evening to all our listeners. God bless you all for tuning in every Monday. We appreciate all of you. God bless you all. I mean, those on X, do all to retweet when you are watching, and those who are listening to us to share to your friends. I mean, let's have fun. Cause the timing is interesting though. Very interesting. For me, I think it's not too bad. I don't know the format you like us to run us through this, but I have problems in the lineup.
What problems do you have?
I have problems in the lineup. Bellingham. You see, let me reword it. Let me tell some people some truth today. Raphinha. If this is how Barca will treat you with less PR, for no stable institution to recognize you, leave the club. Leave the club. Because with how things are going, then it means if Barca should win the Champions League, should win a Club World Cup, should win the treble, someone else will lead the convo for them. It won't be Raphinha. It will be a certain Yamal. Look at the ball he played for Barcelona last season. Look at the commitments he made. In his absence, they can't play football and play football well. It's clear to see that they miss a profile there. And after what he did last season, now I'm even scared for him, because if they win something big, they won't frontline Raphinha for any big individual award. That is scary. Because this FIFPRO, I'm seeing Bellingham, and I'm asking myself, last season Bellingham, we didn't enjoy him. I know he won trophies, but the numbers he gave back this season, must he be here? Must Bellingham be here? So my only problem is that I'm not seeing Raphinha in the list, and it's a problem for me. Somebody will say, so should we take Yamal, who was second in the Ballon d'Or placement, out and bring Raphinha there? Probably not, but he deserves to be there. He deserves to be there because the guy played well. So if you are lacking PL, then teams are there for you. You can move from there. Man still wants a winger. So for me, I don't think Bellingham should be there. Even if I can't place Raphinha at his position, but I'll make a strong claim for Raphinha because Raphinha deserves this kind of awards, individual awards and trophies. Because Raphinha balls for Barcelona. Anytime Barcelona wins a big trophy, they have to, spear the conversation. And who would they take there? Yamal. Yamal had okay numbers, but was still second in the Ballon d'Or. Okay, so for me, it's not too bad. It's not that bad. For the defense, for me, Hakimi should be there. Van Dijk, Mendes played well. I think with him and Cucurella, it's often always close. But Mendes is not bad. Palmer in there is good. He won the Club World Cup. The final. Oh, why do you stop clapping? He dominated the final. And this is FIFPRO. This is a FIFA award. So him being there, I don't have a problem. Yeah. But even let me add this. If I saw Raphinha there ahead of Palmer, I won't even nag.
Now let me give you the parameters, right? And then we can premise our conversation on those.
Yeah.
Now the FIFPRO World 11 is determined exclusively by votes from professional footballers worldwide based on specific eligibility and performance criteria. Now, eligibility criteria, performance period, players are judged on their performances during a specific time frame. So maybe between let's say July 15 and August 3.
Yeah.
So July 15 last year and August 3. Now, women players must have participated in a minimum of 30 official matches. Minimum of 30 official matches. So for all these players that we are touting that are not in there, did they play in 30 minimum of 30? Did Raphinha play a minimum of 30 matches? We'll check that as well. At domestic, top flight, or international level during the specified performance period. Voting process exclusive to players. Only active professional footballers can vote. FIFPRO and its affiliated player unions distribute a secure digital voting platform to players at professional clubs worldwide. So Samatex players, did they vote? We don't know. I'm just asking a question. Basake Holy Stars players, did they vote? Anyway,
I've seen. I think they did because there was a time I not this year, but there was a year. I think I remember seeing a video of voting going on in Ghana. I don't know. I don't remember if it was the Chan players who were voting or the Ghana Premier League players, but I remember there was a vote. There was voting going on in Ghana one particular year.
Well, okay, maybe we would find out. So, voting structure: each player selects 3 standout footballers they believe perform best in each of the 4 positional categories: goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. While the voting tool includes a suggestion list of top players, voters are free to add other names in their preferred choices if their preferred choices are not listed. Is that fair? It said, while the voting tool includes a suggestion list of top players, voters are free to add other names in their preferred choices if their preferred choices are not listed. Well, anyway. The final World 11 is determined as follows. The goalkeeper, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 forwards who receive the most votes in their respective positions are automatically selected. The 11th spot is assigned to the remaining outfield player, whether a defender, midfielder, or forward who has the next highest number of overall votes, ensuring a formation that can be a 4-3-3 or a variation depending on the vote. So this is what goes into putting this list together. So now that we have a fair idea, it would inform our analysis as well. First of all, the players, I mean, Salah definitely made more than 30 appearances last season.
Yeah.
Did Raphinha? Can somebody find out?
Raphinha played mostly all Barcelona games.
Okay, so all of them tick those boxes.
Yeah.
Bellingham did as well.
Yes.
Bellingham did with all the injuries.
I'm sure he should.
Yeah, because you have to have made a minimum of 30. Yeah. For the women, it's 20. But for the men, it's 30. So with this in mind, the King Ajo, I mean, let's look at this again. Yeah. First of all, you claim the list is not fair.
For one particular player, I mean, I think
just Bellingham.
Most of them, I'm okay with it. I mean, they all bald. Pedri, it's okay. We'll take it.
So you feel maybe Pedri should have been there instead of Bellingham?
No, Pedri is there.
Okay.
Because Pedri is there, but you see, the question is, if a player in the EPL, let's say Gravenberch wins only the league. He won the league, right? Yes. Why is he not here? So it boils down sometimes PR and player selection. So if the players are choosing Pedri that he's better than Gravenberch, we can also sit here and give our opinion because I feel like the ball Gravenberch played last season was incredible, and same as Pedri. So to boil down to preferences or choices. So I mean, for me, I would like to see Gravenberch even here. Because he won only the league. And Pedri also won only the league.
But Van Dijk is here.
Yes.
Mendes is here, Hakimi is here. I mean, Van Dijk just won the league. Is there anybody else you feel is more worthy, for example, than Van Dijk, who just won the league across the world in the defense? Centre back.
When I'm talking about this kind of awards, because I like to include or add the PR because I know it works for the players, the PR work. So Van Dijk has it. Does Pacho have? No. He doesn't.
Like do you feel Pacho deserves it more than Van Dijk?
No. Like he played good football. He won trophies. Marquinhos, he won everything. Where is he? So it's boil down to preferences of these players because of the players that are there, their PR, which is higher than some of them. So for me, I mean, I'm okay seeing Van Dijk there because I mean he has done it consistently. It's okay. But Marquinhos, look at his story. Played with Thiago Silva for some time, played well, struggled, suffered. When everybody left the club and he stayed and captained them, he won trophies with them. He won a lot of stuff with them. Can he be here? Yes. Does he have the PR? No. So I mean, I understand if they are there, no problem. But for me, I don't know what the claim I can make for Raphinha. That's what I'm saying. Because if he's not making such awards, if he's not making such legacies, he should just leave the club.
Andante.
Yeah, of course.
This list looks stacked to me. It looks like a team that can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Especially with the likes of Mbappé, Lamine Yamal up front, Dembele, etc. Midfield, Vitinha, Pedri, Jude Bellingham, Cole Palmer. I mean, a lot of flair. I don't know. Maybe Vitinha will be the holding midfielder. Nuno Mendes, Van Dijk, and Hakimi. I don't know how they want to play that team. Would they play one centre back and two full backs? I don't know. But then again, I mean, first of all, how does this list look to you? Pretty reflective of what we've seen in the last year?
Yeah, the list is near perfect. I think I would agree with Ajo here when he mentioned that the Raphinha. Personally, I've been on Raphinha's case since the whole Ballon d'Or conversation, and it's a little bit sad that it has followed him to the FIFPRO World XI selections. Sometimes FIFA do get stakes like these, not only FIFA. Most of these World 11s, most of like EPL 11, these things normally happen. But if you are someone like Raphinha, the kind of question you'll be asking yourself is, so right now, what should I do to make it? Yes, because if in terms of goals and assists, getting the numbers, I am doing my possible best. But here's the situation: I am always being placed second fiddle to a youngster because of his age or probably because of his flair that he adds to the game, and they are saying that it's a dying breed that they need to protect. So it's a bit sad. It's a bit sad in this situation. It makes sense why sometimes the whole FIFA award has taken a little bit of, like, it has now become second fiddle to the Ballon d'Or because of situations like this when voting comes in, and then it's kind of like it goes into the favor of the player bias or the voters bias. So it's rather unfortunate, but I think that it's near perfect. The only issue I had when the moment I heard it, I was actually expecting a redemption arc for Raphinha, but I didn't see him. I was like, man, this is really a tough season for my man.
Absolutely, Charlie, tough season. I draw things Charlie's PR, but I mean, Elikem, would you also toe that tangent that it takes predominantly PR to get into lists like these and other top awards across the world?
I wouldn't say PR per se, but I don't know what it takes to get here anymore, because I feel like, honestly, if I should correct something about this this awards, especially the FIFPRO and the Ballon d'Or awards, one thing I'll do is I'll reduce the number of people who vote, because a lot of them do not understand what they are voting for, and it hurts me to say this because these are professional footballers who probably know more about the game than me, but I cannot tell, like, I can tell by their choices in voting that most of them do not really, maybe they know how to play, but they don't really understand what they are playing, because you look at this, the criteria and the selection contract is themselves, because I feel like if they should tell us this award is to reward players they deserve, they think deserve to be recognized over the last 2 years, then this makes sense. But if you are considering the time frame they put out, then a lot of players are missing that should be there. And the whole thing is confusing because you look at
which players are missing.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. You look at the way they've set up the team, and it's confusing because if you are telling me from the setup from the way they released it, they've put Cole Palmer as a right wing back. Is it that they are just fitting 11 players anywhere to make it click, or because you and I know that Cole Palmer, that's not where if you should put him anywhere, he should be in the front three, or maybe just behind the front three. But if you put him at the right wing back, then I can say there are many right wing backs who are better than him.
So the formation is flawed.
The formation, for instance, is flawed. But then again, we have these awards. There are sometimes where they fit people not in their right positions. But it is not so far from the real role positions. For example, the PFA awards normally set up in a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3. And what they normally do is they put either midfielders on the wings or like centre backs or left back just to fit them in. Especially in cases where there was no standout left back and there were maybe 3 good centre backs. Then they push one at left back, and it makes perfect sense. But we are putting an attacker at wing back in your formation, and it just goes to tell me, what did these people consider before voting? Is it that they just said they just vote for any player you want? Understand? Is it that they said vote for all the players you want to see in the FIFA?
I think that's what they did.
Yeah, then when they got it, then they put them in. But even that,
they just categorize them by goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward.
If you are
those are the 4 categories.
If you are telling me certain in the year under review, if you are prioritizing certain competitions over the others, and I John made a point that I said the Club World Cup, of course, is important, and Palmer won it, so he should be in there. Then Van Dijk shouldn't be in there. But then Van Dijk shouldn't be there. Okay. Because once you put Van Dijk there, you are telling me you are not really prioritizing the Club World Cup. Because if you are prioritizing the Club World Cup, then Van Dijk shouldn't be there. Because he didn't even play in the Club World Cup. And there were many defenders like Marquinhos who won the who played the Club World Cup to the final and won a treble. So he should be there ahead of Van Dijk. But if you put Van Dijk there and you are telling me, okay, you are considering the performance in the last year, then Mo Salah and Raphinha should be in there. And they should be there ahead of Cole Palmer. You understand? If you are telling me that's like, so it's like you see certain players and you don't understand why they are there. Look at Mbappé is there. Mbappé is a player I love so much. He's one of my favorite players in the world. But if you are considering performance in the last year, he shouldn't be there ahead of Harry Kane. You understand? And Harry Kane even won more than him. So it's confusing.
But wouldn't you put this down to the people who vote?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I started. The first point I made was that we should limit the number of people who vote. For me, let's go the NBA way. Let's go the NBA way. 100 people vote, and we know everyone who votes. And they are, at the end of the day, they should give reasons. You should earn your right to vote in this kind of thing. Because if you are going to make an award scheme that's respectable, then you should have a smaller pool of people who vote. And at the end of the day, these people should actually write I don't know if they do it in the Ballon d'Or. I heard they do something similar to that. I don't know. We'll have to ask our seniors who vote in Ghana how it is. But in the long run, I think to bring credibility to this, because we keep having these issues with the Ballon d'Or too. You look at the way people vote, especially the African coaches and all. And you can clearly tell there's an African bias in there. You can clearly tell there's an African bias because they always try to platform the African players more. So yeah, I'm saying to solve all this, there should be a smaller pool of people who vote, and these people should earn the right to vote.
But don't you think? I mean, people have also made the suggestion that these are very technical awards,
yes,
right? So shouldn't there just be parameters and a technical committee who would pick these players based on very specific KPIs?
Yes.
Categorize them and put that list out. Wouldn't that ensure there's a lot less protest with regards to who should be there and who should not? Because, for example, we play 30 games, win this number of trophies, contribute to team. They are very specific parameters. Then there'll be a technical committee of, let's say, 5 top managers, 3 ex-players, some referees, etc. That would sit down and deliberate and choose.
I'm all for that. But the thing is that if you make it a very small pool, then there's a higher chance of bias being evident in there, or being really, really like prevalent in there. But if you find a balance, let's see, not as big as what it is now, and not as small as what you are suggesting. So let's find a balance. That's why I give a figure of 100. Let's find a balance of that number of people.
But again, with this awards, the players vote.
That's what I'm saying.
Professional
most
players
of these. Look, if we should go into the voting right now, you see some of the players voting, and you'll be surprised.
So will you prefer journalists and captains voting with the Ballon d'Or factor?
I'll prefer that.
The journalists and captains.
But even that, you see, I have something, because let's see, look at you look at Ballon d'Or voting like this. You look at someone like Messi. He's going, let's look at someone like Mbappé, captain of France. Dembele is up. He's by all means going to vote for Dembele.
Yeah.
Look at someone who was second, Yamal. Do you think the the Spain captain, Unai Simon, he's going to vote for anyone. Or Morata will vote for anyone aside Yamal.
Fair enough.
Even though he knows Dembele was better than Yamal, you vote for him. So you see, that's the thing. There's so much biases, and it affects the voting for this kind of things.
Back then, when the Ballon d'Or was solely journalists, there was some sort of sense of acceptance that the kind of decisions they used to take. I remember, I've forgotten the players, but back then it used to be like the decision Ballon d'Or would take was more powerful or more globally accepted than the FIFA World Best, and it used to run through until they merged.
Yes.
And when they merged, we got FIFA Ballon d'Or.
Yes,
that is when the discrepancy from 2010 to 2016, because all the national team coaches, Bangladesh coaches and captains, all of them voting, not discriminating in any way, but that's when the bias started creeping in. You get it?
But you see, there's another bias here.
See, I won't be surprised if we go look into this, and I won't be surprised people will vote for Messi as the best player. Some will vote for Messi.
But if you go
not because sorry, not to cut you, not because he's the best player, because they like Messi. People will vote because for players they like, not for players who deserve it. See, it's an award. Once you state a particular time frame, it should be called. That's what I'm saying. You should consider that time frame when voting for the award. And I don't think this 11 listed has considered that time frame.
It's an outcome of opinions, because on the FIFPRO website itself, it says footballers pick the 3 players who, in their opinion, were the most outstanding in each of the positions. Now, here's where it gets a bit crazy, right? Players are free to choose any of their peers. The voting tool contains a suggestion list, but players are allowed to add other names if they are not mentioned on the said list. First of all, is that just one of the ways in which the FIFPRO would like to prune to some of the very best?
No, because for me, you see, let me just drop this. I feel like if players are voting for their fellow players, their colleagues in the game, it's cool, because they are all playing one particular game. They know each other. They watch the games when they are not playing. They know who is good, who is bad on the day or throughout the season. So for me, I would prefer that one on the journalists voting and captains only voting for the Ballon d'Or. I prefer this one. Now, when the list comes out, like you've given us your first 11, FIFPRO 11, it's out, standardized. We are okay with it. It's up to us as football talkers to also come and sit down and scrutinize it, because now this is where we come in. This is our job now. Okay, so players voted for Bellingham. What was their thinking? Okay, so why is Bellingham there? This is a FIFA award. Where are players like Declan Rice? Players like Pablo Enzo Fernandez, Raphinha, where are they? Because they also had very good seasons. So I'm okay with players voting. I don't care about the number, like I mentioned. I don't care about the number. If everybody in the world, they're a player and you are voting, fair enough. They'll do their maths and bring us the final results. But when it's done, we also come out there and drop our opinion. So for me, like I'm saying, Raphinha, when I saw the list, I'm like, no, this is not cool for him. Ballon d'Or, he didn't enjoy that ceremony. He was not even present. Now on FIFPRO, we are seeing Yamal there. He was there.
Yeah, he was
okay,
there.
He was there.
He was actually smiling.
Yeah, he was there. He was there. Okay, imagine before no man call. Okay. He was there. And Yamal is here. And he's not there. So that's clear that, okay, they are projecting Yamal. When you go to Madrid, they are projecting Mbappé. That's why sometimes a player like Vinicius Junior will be triggered to drop different kind of negative antics. You see, so far I feel like it's quite fair, but for Mo Salah and Raphinha, something should have been done. But somebody will argue, I want to take the world best player for the Ballon d'Or out. That's Dembele and Mbappé Salah there. No. If you take Yamal out, you are in trouble as a pundit.
Why are you in trouble?
Oh, because better fans will naturally come for. But if you can,
You don't think about people.
no, I'm not thinking about anybody. I say, but they come see. We can come and sit here, do a standardized analysis on how Yamal shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And you don't. The best fan will know. You tell that they're saying rubbish. Excuse my language. He won't even agree with you. But what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. For me, Raphinha should be very careful. And I'm very serious about it. Actually, the ball you played for them last season in this complex formation, and you were all over the place, you were getting numbers. If you have to win something big with them, they'll front somebody else ahead of you. And that's a signal that Charlie leave the club or something.
So we'll give you an opportunity later to share your opinions as well on this opinion vote by the players. But then we'll move on to other things. We had a